You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. We had a little malfunction there with my. As you were, if you remember what you were saying.
No. I lost my train of
Well,
thought
Mark,
completely.
yes, you do for smoking a joint before you do a podcast. I'm keeping it professional. I'm like jacked up on cokes and coffee, and
I
you
don't do
know.
coffee and caffeine. I do weed, and if I podcast sober, it's shit. No one wants that. I gotta
I
be,
used to think that because I would like to drink when I would do a podcast, but then you listen back to it and you're like, this is what it sounds like. And then in the moment you thought that was hilarious, and then you listen back to it like,
It's
no
not
one is
so
going to,
hilarious.
it's not interesting to anybody.
Yeah, but stoned is not being drunk. I'm just chill.
Stoned is like being like, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
which I don't do anything. I'm sober with I don't do drugs. I don't do
You're a
alcohol.
good boy.
I just jerk off too much. That's probably my only vice.
See, you know what? I'd bring you home to mum.
Mom, he's a good boy. He just jerks off a lot in his room.
Yeah, he just jerks off all the time. She'll be like, yeah, that's fine. As long as he doesn't
Yeah.
do drugs or have tattoos, that's fine.
Oh, no tattoos. I hate tattoos. I'm so sick of them, honestly.
How dare you?
I can't stand them. When I look through dating apps, anything with a tattoo, any girl, not anything, but any girl, I just swipe left on with tattoo. I don't want to know your story about tattoos. I don't want to look at it. I just think of like a person when 90 years old and they have a tattoo and how ridiculous that looks.
See, everyone says that, and my thought process is, no, it means I lived my life the way I fucking wanted it to.
No,
my
no, no.
life scars go fuck
Go
off.
to an amusement park if you want to live your life the way you
Fuck no.
go to an amusement park on a Wednesday when you should be at work. That's more like I live the way I want. Having a tattoo is like having a mistake on your skin forever.
Yeah, but I have
You know what I mean?
mistakes on my skin forever. They're called scars.
I know that's what I want people to wake up and go, just because like for me, I think to myself, if I had tattoos, I would probably like design all of them myself. I would draw out my own tattoos, and then I draw it on, and then I go cut my arm off after about one day of looking at it. And I would have a saw, and I'd be like, who wants to cut this off? I don't want 30 more seconds of looking at this fucking horseshit on my arm. You know what I mean?
No, because I have tattoos. And
You're gonna get sick of it. I guarantee you,
I'm not
you'll
at
be
all
60.
offended.
You'll be 60. I mean, I'm trying to be humorous here. It's okay. I don't really care if you have tattoos, but
Oh no, you totally care. You want to cut them off my skin right now.
I do. I want to strap you to a table and have two chainsaws and just slice you around, slice them all off.
Just like, yeah.
Like Marcy, I'm doing you a favor. You know.
Yeah, right. But see, I don't need to look at them because they're back here. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at them. They're just there.
My latest ex-girlfriend, she got a tattoo on her back. It was like on her shoulder blade. She was so excited about it. She was just like,
You're just
that's all she
sitting there like,
about.
I'm cutting
And
that thing off.
In the back of my head, I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I got real problems over here. I got money problems. My dick
Right.
doesn't work. I don't want to hear you talking about
Don't
a
work.
butterfly you're getting on your shoulder blade. Who gives a shit? And then she got it. She got the tattoo.
Then she hates it.
And no, she loved it, but it was like I draw things and it was like the worst fucking drawing I've ever seen of it.
Right.
It was just not a good like if it was an aesthetically pleasing tattoo, I'd be like that's pretty they did a really good job on that. But it was just a hacky looking shitty
Yeah,
tattoo.
see, I don't like that. I can't deal with that.
Yeah,
at all.
and it was so
I laugh at shitty tattoos and I'm like, why? But
Yeah.
when there's, it's a beautiful piece of art because, like, both of us, we make and create art, obviously. We want to see something that's, beautiful.
I make hack commercial bullshit for people.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
make art. I'm not fucking Picasso over here
Yes,
with like
you
in a
fucking
studio.
are.
And I'm like I'm misunderstood, and I'm like
But
just
obviously, like, you like photography and shit as well. Like, you want to look at
Or what-
something and it be aesthetically pleasing. You see a stick figure tattoo that looks like shit, you're not going to want to look at that anyway.
I just don't. I mean, for me,
who
it's
wants
weird for
that?
me to say this because I'm an artist, but like I don't like tattoos. I just think like you're like God made your body, right? And it's like desecrating. It's like going up to God, right? And then spitting on his face and then rubbing it in violently. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? God's not going to really judge me or you for doing any of this stuff when you jack off as much as you do, because
Yes, he's
care.
God. He made everything. He made
machine.
the earth. He made this microphone, sort
Oh
of.
yeah, he
You know.
did.
Well, I mean, technically, he did, kind of. So
Depends on your beliefs on God and
yeah,
how much control God has.
yeah. When people, like God should judge you. He is incredible. He makes waterfalls. He makes animals. He makes solar systems. Giant dicks flying through space. I mean,
Right.
he's